A big thanks to all of my Patreon supporters, and a big thanks to all of these donators of $5 or more. Gloomy Horse, Anathusiast, Willie Davenport, and Vlad Tepish 3176. You all helped make these episodes possible. Howdy, insufferable gaming fans. Your old pal Rosser here with some more Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin. Last time, we met some gentleman known as the Pursuer. And we didn't do so great, but we did get to him. So hopefully this time we'll at least come up with some sort of tactic for trying to beat him. Especially since I have no idea where else to go from here. Now, I've been assured that there are other places I can go, but this is a blind run and I didn't find them, so this is what we're going with. Ye Old Pursuer. For better or for worse. And before someone complains, let me move my head out from in front of my soul count, because someone always complains that my head's in front of my soul count. Also, yes, I am wearing a green shirt today, so my green screen is particularly weird looking there. Sorry about that, but, you know, when I woke up this morning, I didn't consider shirt color when I was dressing. Okay, let's see where we should go. First question is... There is no first question. We should just go. We should do it! We should kick some ass. Drink some beers. Whoop some butts. Am I right or am I right, lads? Let us go forth boldly and defeat this horrible, horrible pursuer. Or, hello, dead zergling. I'm not bodiless, it's just invisible. Because I wore a green shirt this morning. It seemed like a good idea at the time. Okay, now if I'm recalling correctly, I need to head down this ladder. Here we go. I knew there was a ladder somewhere around here. It was only a matter of time before I found it. And then we are heading out and to the left. Or the right. To the right. Past those weird-looking Lance Scouts. Though we may need to deal with these first. I feel like I may be just slightly rusty. I know that's shocking that not having played in about a week, I'd be a little bit off base with my timing and attacks. But, yep, there you have it. Hey, Vlad Tepish! Good you could catch it. Take a drink, old buddy. Cheers. You're here just in time to see me fail unequivocally on my first try in a week. But that's okay, because I'm getting my feet under me. And I will absolutely get my timing and chutzpah back. I don't think chutzpah is the right word. Timing and competence back. Yes, competence. I will get my competence back. Just a matter of time. These guys. They're acting in unison. In stereo, even. I'm glad you could make it, man. Been a while since you... I sense a flaw in my tactic. Now, last episode I was getting past these guys quite consistently. This time, not so much. But I will get back to there. I'm gonna do it. My eyebrow titty eyes have sworn it. I will come up with a strategy for this boss. And at the very least, I will re-earn my method by which I get to this boss, which I thought I had down pat, but apparently I don't. Which is very disappointing. Seriously, though. I used to be much better at beating these guys. What happened? Is it a mere matter of misjudged distance, or what am I doing wrong all of a sudden? There. That's what I'm looking for. More of that. And since I have a slow regen ring, that should help. Take that, you lousy barrels. Barrels in their barrel-y ways. See, that's what I'm talking about right there. Well, maybe not quite everything I'm talking about, but at least some of it. See, now that was better. That's what I should have done to those two guys in the entranceway. Just beat them to death with me bastard sword. That's the good times. Then there's a crossbow guy over there to the right. Yep, I saw that crossbow bolt just a ziggin' zagging on through. Just gotta go over there and beat him up. That's all. See? Look how well this is going. I love it. Except for the part where I have to try to find a new strategy for this boss, which I've never even gotten down to even one, or I've not even beaten a quarter of his life bar thus far. So, what's everyone drinking tonight? I'm drinking absolute crap. But I've also got water, in case the hydration bot shows by. Did you guys know that there's been a hydration bot making the rounds? Which makes sure that you drink plenty of water while you're streaming. Okay. That was not a good dodge. Taiwan gold medal. Is it any good? I've never had any. That was a very short trip. However, eventually we'll clear out some of these critters between here and there, and then I won't have to worry so much about the health drain between here and there. Gooden Sheep is my favorite brand, my good man. Gooden Sheep. Well, that's not true. My favorite brand is free. But when do you ever get that these days, right? Are we down one door guardian now? Oh, that would be the tits. I think we are. I think we're getting closer to having a clear run every time. And I am very comfortable with that possibility. Alright, Mr. Lance Guy, Flamberge Dude. Lance Guy Flamberge Dude, that's his full name. And there is two of them, so... You know, I kind of needed to make sure that I got both of them at once. Now, the other one got me at once. But we're chipping away, baby. We're chipping away. I spent a lot of time last episode just making sure I didn't lose any of those souls. So this time I am not too worried about losing some souls on some of my subsequent runs. Now is more about actually focusing on making attempts at the boss. Yeah, DZ streams a lot more often than I do, and at a lot more varied times. That is for sure. The crazy bastard is always up at like 3 in the morning my time. Time zone differences and all that. He's been known to take a Challenger 5 from time to time, too, so don't give him a moment's rest. Alright. First one, then the other. And... 2 hit. Red hit, blue hit. As long as you have full stamina, you can pretty much combo these guys into oblivion, assuming there aren't any other ones of them around, which usually there are. Not sure why the other one didn't show up this time, but he's right behind me, isn't he? I could have sworn I heard footsteps. But when I looked behind me, there was only one set of footprints. Ah! Nope, never mind. It wasn't Jesus, it was this ass clown. Decidedly not Jesuit in nature. He's not lying, he'll do it. He is an absolute madman. Play with the controller upside down, the screen upside down. What have you. And have at you. This guy took a hit. From me. He hit me. Is this what I've been doing to people? That's awful. Getting hit with a greatsword is just terrible. Then again, they've been trying to do it to me the whole time, so screw those guys. I ain't gonna stop. They're getting attacked this entire time. Twice a minute if I can help it. Yeah. Boom and or shakalaka. Okay. Once more into the breach, friends. We must fight the pursuer. Let's charge him! Yeah, now I'm behind you. How does that feel? Oh, geez. Well, I shouldn't have taunted him. I really shouldn't have. He reversed directions in midair and decapitated me like a mad bastard. And good on him. That was actually a really cool combo on his part. Wish he hadn't landed it, but he did. Well, that's on me. Once again, my hubris was my undoing. Every freaking time. You know, just once in a while, I'd like to be able to engage in a little bit of hubris and not have it undo me. Like, I'd just like to maybe crow a little bit over my fallen opponent. Just a little bit. You know, beat my chest. Have a big old time. Celebrate some victories. But no. Hubris just keeps on screwing me. See, like there. Like right there. I was trying to flail away with my mighty bastard sword. Because I thought, surely this enemy will not defeat me this day, as long as I just keep swinging for the fences, but it did. But that's okay. One less time he gets to respawn. Right? Right. Okay. At least I have souls. And chicken. Maybe if I take this guy out a little bit before the second one gets here. I mean, that did kind of work, so... And boy, does my sword have priority over these guys when they actually did hit. When they actually do hit. My sword strokes. Words. Sentences. Things. Me fail English? That's impossible. Come on over here. I do rather wish they'd drop one of those flamberges, though. They just look neat. Or maybe they already did and I didn't have the strength to equip it. I forget. Again, been a week since the last recorded episode, so... Who knows? Try plunging attack and then joy. Sure, get right on that. Wait, can I try a plunging attack against this guy? Surely not this one. I should probably try to read some hints in this fight, but... Focus, focus. That was not good. Focus! I should focus a little more on not getting hit. That would probably help. At least, yeah, a little. Well, I hit him once that time, so, Hitting him once isn't quite enough. Just saying. I don't think that one hit, even if it's one extra hit every time, not quite enough to finish this boss. Skip! Okay. How many of these guys are still gonna show up for work? Oh, one of them's down. This is good. Nope, nope. I'll be perfectly happy... Oh, where did you show up from? You came from right behind me there, guy. Yeah, no tips yet. It is not yet time. I mean, I've got a boss that I can get to. And I'm almost positive that it's technically possible to beat that boss. Which is something, at least. I just gotta figure out the best way to do so. I bet there's even a trick to it. Thank you for the tip of bits. I appreciate that. You know what? I'll bet that I forgot to purchase projectiles, didn't I? How many? I have one bolt. Yep. Cock that one up. See now, if I had bolts, that would probably help. How about throwing knives? If I got any of those kicking around. I mean, I could summon a buddy, in theory. Like, maybe the Knight Soltar. Which I'm pretty sure that's exactly what his name is. Ah. I am not bursting forth with options. Fine. God, bless a fuzzy brown moo cow. Not even close that time. Oh? Is Zero put on a pound or two these days? I can't blame him. There's been a lot of good food going around lately. Take that, boxes. Yeah, I can't exactly check that while I'm streaming, so no can look. But I'll take your word for it. Where the hell is the one that always shows up behind me? I thought maybe he was jumping down or something. Nope. 15 seconds will put me completely off my focus. Besides, I'm the last person that would possibly need to cast aspersions upon anyone's personal appearance. I'm wearing an Oscar the Grouch t-shirt, for God's sake. I'm hardly dignified. In my case, being completely off my focus might be a good thing, but then again, it might not. The trick is to get completely off of focus once I start losing my focus. That way it's a double reverse secret focus, which turns out being good. But that hasn't happened yet, so I have to wait until I actually get some sort of focus going first. That's the trick. Alright. Maybe I can just leave? I can't just leave. The back door is a lie. The back door is a lie. Damn. Well, that plus I don't have my chat pulled up or the internet browser at all because I'm using a widget and not an actual window. So I would literally have to go out of my way to pull it up. But I'll look at it later. Okay. New paradigm. I think I thought of a plan. This might not be a great plan, and it probably won't work, but let's try it out anyway. Huh. Guess I've worked myself out of another enemy combatant. Alright. Well, screwed that one up. Alright. Got to find a better way to fight this guy. Hey, there's no shame in dying to this boss real quick. Everybody says that there's no way I should be fighting this boss already, so it's not like I have any illusions that this is one of the easier bosses or anything. I'm just fighting it because I found this boss first, and this is a Dark Souls game, so first come, first served. I think the real problem is that I just don't have enough stamina to keep rolling as many times as I need. And that's a real problem. That's a huge problem. So I need to ask myself, what have I done in the past to beat Dark Souls bosses that were large humanoids with swords? Because I fought a few of those. I know what some of the answer is. I just need to figure out how to apply that answer. You know, in practical terms. For instance, maybe, just maybe, what I need to do is roll forward instead of backwards when I'm dodging. That way, I'll go... What did I do against Smuffy and the Woofer? Hell, I don't know. That was a year ago. Maybe more. What I did against Ornstein and the Smurf was that I just kept fighting them until I got better. Yep, get good. Brilliant. It's working already. I mean, I did get him down to almost 10%. Or by almost 10% that time. So I got that going for me. So that's nice. Geek, 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 good. The eternal lament of the Dark Souls blind run. If you can't beat it, get better. I can do that. I can get better at this boss fight. Learning his tells, learning his attacks, getting muscle memory, figuring out exactly when to start blocking and stop blocking so that I can regain my stamina. These are all things that will help. Another thing that might help is well, I was gonna say maybe it would help if I don't target lock on him, but that only worked up to a tiny point. But it did work. I can see where that might actually help, because that would mean that I can dodge in specific directions instead of just relative directions. That could be the answer. Or maybe the answer is that I need to parry him with precise timing. I haven't tried that too awful much yet. What are the odds that I can actually parry this guy? None to slim. But I guess slim is better than none. So I'm not technically losing anything with repeated attempts now, so might as well try it. Alright, Mr. Guy, Mr. Skater. Holy shit, that worked. I can't believe that fucking worked. Now that time it didn't, but the first time, I actually successfully parried that ass clown. Who knew? He's parryable. Well, that could be a game changer. Water for the Hydrobot. Paradigm shift. Dodge first, second, parry. Learn the difference between a stab attack and a slashing attack. Possibly can parry the slashing attack. Not 100% certain, but it certainly looked like it there. Must do more research. Yep, that was definitely a parry. And no one is more surprised than I. Unfortunately, I don't quite have it perfected, but I think this is how I'm going to beat this ass clown. This is good. This is very good. We have learned something this day. Assuming all of my weapons and armor don't just shatter from the sheer strain. Which is not completely impossible. Here's something I've been wondering. Can I, like, use a torch or something to light these bonfires, or braziers? That's something I haven't really tried too much yet, but I've been wondering like crazy. Like, I know I've got torches. Haven't really been able to use them. Ah, well. What you gonna do, right? Like, right here. Like, right to the right of this box. I think that's where it says that I have 15 minutes worth of torches, but I have no idea how to actually activate them, or what they do, or maybe they're for DLC. Hell, I don't know. Could be anything at this damn point. Radio. Don't know why I even bothered getting that. Shit. Not sure I can parry the charge attack, but if I can, it should be pretty, simple. The sound it makes when you parry an attack is just so satisfying, I must say. Just absolute the best. Okay. Since we've come up with a strategy, I'm going to do an episode break because I've come to the conclusion that having like an hour and 20-minute episode, not everyone loves that. Some people do, some people don't, but instead of doing that, I'll just make a couple of 30-minute episodes or something. So we're going to take an episode break, and then I'll be right back. So until then, this has been your old pal, Rosser. Thanks for watching. Take a drink. Cheers.